So this question, I feel like I get asked quite a lot. So this is from the Q&A box that I put over on my Instagram. What would you recommend as a first step towards healing? It's a really big question. And when I look back at my first steps, it was probably just around exploring what makes me feel happier, what makes me feel good. But you're a different person to me, and you may have already done that. You may already be there. Um, so that might not be relevant, right? And not to mention that that just might not be the first step for you. We're not a one size fits all. And it's really important to me in my practice and when I work with you guys, even though I do a lot of group work, I always take into consideration that we're very, very different. And that is not me digressing and going off on a tangent. That is really important information for your healing process, your healing journey. So do take that into consideration when you see these formulas and these lists. That we have to meet you where you are. So let me say this, I don't know where you're at. I don't know what books you've read, videos that you've been watching. I would say start with your triggers. Now that's usually what brings people to me, is they're noticing their triggers, they're noticing that they're in this reactive state, they're noticing the pain that they're feeling and what they don't want for themselves anymore. So tune into that. What are the triggers that's showing up in your life? What is the emotion that keeps reoccurring? Where is it that you're feeling stuck? That's going to tell you what to explore more of, what to get help with. That is going to show you, and then you can just focus on that area. Now, another way to kind of spot what that is, I tend to find, is that you will be getting messages show up everywhere. So perhaps in the videos that you're watching or the books that you're reading, you'll notice that there's this reoccurring message, perhaps about self-love or about triggers. There'll be a reoccurring message for you. Take note of that. That's telling you something, is speaking to you for a reason. That combined with your triggers, I really think you're going to know what your next step to healing is. If you really don't know and you feel really stuck, then I recommend getting some support. That can be through my membership, Follow Your Fire. That could be through having a one-to-one call with me, working with me. But hopefully just those tips that I've given you can make a difference. Be sure to let me know in the comments if they do, because I love to hear that. But yeah, do not forget, you're enough, you're lovable, you are so, so worthy, and you are irreplaceable.